I'm Jeremy Doan from Rolling Plains Adventures. In this little video, you're going to see and hear the truth about Carl T-Bond. Sorry, Carl, you might not want anybody to know these. So when Carl comes to Rolling Plains Adventures, he's always looking for a trophy buck. Every year, he leaves with a trophy buck in Carl's eyes. Here was the shed to, I think, Carl's first buck he took out at the ranch. You know, a nice buck. Luckily, it grew a little bit, the following year, but I think it probably scored, 30. A big buck in Carl's eyes. Here's a couple other sheds from some of Carl's deer. Nice. Just picture this running through the woods and Carl getting all excited. Buck fever sets in and he doesn't know what to do. That comes to another reason why some of our stands have the names they are. One stand in particular is called the 3-arrow stand. Carl, he likes to hunt with a full quiver of arrows. 3 arrows sometimes isn't enough, and he has to keep flinging them. He flings them so much that sometimes the deer get away. I think this one he shot and we finally found. He was really upset he never found this deer because he thought it was going to be the next world record. I did find your deer, Carl, and it is a trophy. I think it is a world record, in the zoo as a yearling. And then the following year we found another one. Another one Carl probably shot 4 or 5 arrows at. Another nice buck, Carl. Good job. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about why safety is so important at Rolling Plains Adventures. When we get guys like Carl coming out to the ranch, you never know what's going to happen. We got our stands, set 4 or 5 feet off the ground, and it's just too high for Carl. He always runs the risk of falling out of that stand. So now we have safety harnesses at every stand just for Carl. We want to make sure he leaves here the way he comes. He may have been crippled when he got here, but we don't want to leave him worse crippled. So I think I will lower the stands a little bit for you, Carl. We got several ground blinds I got set up, and I think I will set the stands just slightly off the ground, maybe a couple inches. That way you don't get scared. I know sometimes we have to walk him to the stand and set him in there, and he gets real nervous. And a lot of times I have to check on him throughout the hunt. We have to make sure he's all settled in and comfortable, and the ladder or the stand or whatever he had to get up into is safe. So every 15-20 minutes he'll text and ask me to come out and check on him and make sure it's still okay. So we do, of course. Big buck coming in, it doesn't matter. Carl's more wants to know he's safe over shooting that deer, because sometimes he doesn't have enough arrows for that deer. He might only have 6 or 7 arrows and he can't hunt like that. So I'm going to leave you with a picture of Carl's 3-arrow buck. This is a nice buck in Carl's eyes of what he shot. And now I'll show you what a typical hunter out at the ranch shoots. Not a bad buck either. You be the judge. Would you rather have this one or Carl's buck? Well, now that you know the truth about Carl, I'm sure you have a lot of explaining to do tonight. Good luck with that, and I will see you in about 6 or 7 weeks out at the ranch. But trust me, I got another monster picked out for you. There he is, buddy. He may have gotten smaller this year.